Hey friends, welcome to Village Trails. It's the first such trail of this new year and we are heading to Konkan. Stretching nearly 95 kilometers through the scenic Sahyadri Ghats, the Mumbai-Pune Expressway is more than just a road. It's a symbol of modern India's infrastructure leap. Officially known as the Yashwantrao Savan Expressway, this 6-lane access-controlled highway connects Kalamboli near Mumbai to Kivle near Pune, linking Maharashtra's financial capital with its cultural and educational hub. Before this expressway opened in 2002, the journey between Mumbai and Pune could take anywhere between 3 hours to 6 hours on winding ghat roads. Today, the same drive can be completed in around an hour under normal traffic, saving time, fuel, and a whole lot of patience. Built and maintained by the Maharashtra State Road Development Corporation, this was India's first 6-lane, fully access-controlled, tolled expressway, a project that set the benchmark for highways across the country. Every day, tens of thousands of vehicles use this road, from daily commuters and weekend travelers to buses, trucks, and logistics carriers powering the state's economy. Despite its relatively short length, the Mumbai-Pune Expressway generates over 1600 crores in toll revenue every year, making it one of the most profitable expressways in India. But speed and scale come with challenges. The expressway passes through steep ghats, sharp curves, and heavy monsoon zones. And despite modern design, accidents and traffic jams remain a reality. From sunrise rides to late-night drives, from weekend getaways to everyday commutes, the Mumbai-Pune Expressway has transformed how two major cities connect. It's not just a highway, it's a journey through engineering, nature, speed, and progress. We are now exiting the Khalapur toll plaza so that we can now take the road towards Pen. The route will be mostly a slow one, passing through Alibag, Nagaon, and Revdanda before we reach our today's destination, which is the Korlai Fort. Welcome to Korlai, a tiny fisherfolk village on Maharashtra's Konkan coast with one of India's most fascinating but lesser known historical legacies. This is a place where empires clashed, cultures fused, and even today, echoes of a colonial past live on in language, architecture, and community life. Korlai lies on a narrow coastal ridge overlooking the Arabian Sea and the mouth of the Kundalika River, a strategic crossroads for centuries of trade and warfare. At the heart of Korlai's story stands the Korlai Fort, also known to the Portuguese as Morro de Chol. Built in 1521, this fort was a centerpiece of colonial power on India's west coast, guarding sea routes and trade traffic for the Portuguese Empire. In the early 16th century, European powers were competing fiercely for control over India's lucrative spice and maritime trade. The Portuguese, fresh from establishing footholds in Goa and Chol, secured permission from the Ahmednagar Sultanate to build a fort at Korlai, a key point overlooking the sea and Revdanda Creek. Travelers in the era described Korlai Fort as magnificent and formidable, as strong as any fortress in the world. Its design was state-of-the-art for its time, complete with thick walls, multiple bastions, and dozens of cannons positioned to dominate the surrounding waters and land approaches. Despite initial cooperation, tensions between the Portuguese and the Ahmednagar Sultanate erupted. In 1594, Portuguese commander Álvaro de Abranches led a decisive siege against the fort, a fierce campaign that ultimately led to Portuguese control. Legend has it that defending soldiers tried desperate measures, even placing a dead elephant and horse at key gates to slow the invaders, but in the end, the Portuguese prevailed. Originally, the fort stretched over nearly 2,828 feet with an average breadth of about 89 feet and featured 11 gates, both outer and inner, to control movement in and out. 7 bastions, each named after a saint, guarded the perimeter, and a clever rainwater cistern system kept soldiers supplied during long periods of siege. Inside, there was even a church built in 1630 used by Portuguese troops until the early 1700s, a testament to how religion and colonial rule were intertwined here. Korlai is not just stones and walls, it's a living testament to centuries of cultural blending. The influence of Portuguese rule is preserved even today in the village Creole language known as Korlai Portuguese Creole, spoken by some locals and in distinct cultural traits such as architecture, customs, and place names. The fort changed hands multiple times. Legendary Maratha rulers sought it as part of their coastal dominion. Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, son of Shivaji, attempted to capture Korlai but had to withdraw in 1687. Eventually, the Marathas took over in 1739, holding the fort until the early 19th century when the British East India Company assumed control along with much of coastal Maharashtra. Perched on a rocky ridge, Korlai Fort's position allowed whoever controlled it to monitor sea routes, protect maritime trade, and influence movements up and down the Konkan coast. Its location at the mouth of the bay made it indispensable to colonial and indigenous powers alike. Today, Korlai is a peaceful village known for fishing and its unique identity, a blend of Konkani, Marathi, and Portuguese heritage. The fort stands in partial ruins, but its surviving walls, church shell, and cannons offer a window into centuries of history. A lighthouse built in 1955 near the port guides coastal navigation, linking centuries of maritime importance from colonial fleets to modern ships. Korlai may look like a quiet coastal village today, but its story is anything but quiet. From fierce battles and colonial ambitions to cultural fusion and surviving communities, this place encapsulates an extraordinary chapter of India's coastal history. Whether you are an explorer, history lover, or traveler, Korlai reminds us that even the smallest villages can have stories that echo across time. Just below the fort lies a quiet, untouched beach, far removed from crowds and commercial noise. This isn't a beach of shacks or jet skis. It's a place of raw nature, fishermen's boats, salty winds, and rhythmic waves. For centuries, these shores witnessed arrivals and departures, soldiers, traders, missionaries, and locals, each leaving behind stories carried away by the tide. As the sun sets, the lighthouse prepares to glow, and the beach slips into silence, a perfect meeting point of history, nature, and solitude. Korlai doesn't shout its beauty, it whispers it to those who slow down and listen. We walked down to the beach as the day softened, past volcanic, wave-eroded rocks shaped by time, towards a horizon painted in deep crimson and gold. The sea rolled in gently, each wave echoing the calm of the evening. It felt like the perfect way to welcome the first day of the new year, unhurried, peaceful, and deeply grounding. We stood there for a while, simply soaking it all in. Ahead of us, the sun slipped into the sea, setting the sky on fire. Behind us, almost quietly, the moon began its rise, as if day and night had agreed to meet us halfway. Surrounded by the sound of waves, fading light, and cooling air, we felt nothing but gratitude. Blessed to witness moments so simple yet so profound. With hearts full and minds at ease, we signed off for the day, carrying this sunset, this dusk, and this stillness with us into the year ahead.